early stock numbers for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Air Max 95. We're going to talk about that. Nike increasing prices to the point of it's not even retail. It's actually resale. Is it a glitch? Is it legit? We're going to talk about that as well. We got the Nike SB Dunk Low Limousine, I think it's called, right? Stock number recap for that. A bunch of other leaks and rumors. Welcome to Sneakers Creepers. You know the routine by now. You know it. You damn well know it. You got 5 options, buddy. Like the video, comment, whatever, preferably something positive for the algorithm. Subscribe if you are subscribed. Please turn on notifications and hype the video. That's the new thing. Hype the video if you're on your mobile. I appreciate like any one of those, bro. I appreciate it. Also, I do want to apologize if my voice is raspy. I've been sick for like a week or something like that. So yeah, it hasn't been fun, but I'm still here working, trying to update you guys. All right, let's do some. Oh, by the way, let's talk about the Nike SB Dunk Low Supreme. I'm in EU, so we had the white colorway, the black colorway, and also the purple. And if my memory serves me correctly, it is the most limited, was it? Or was it the Asia, the blue one? I'm not quite sure, but guess what? I reported that it was gonna shock drop or just release. I guess it was a shock drop because they didn't promote it, right? But it released on the EU website for Supreme.com and your boy got a W. Yo, I'll be honest with you, I haven't tried that many times on Supreme's website, maybe once or twice, but I won. I had the early link through Stash Sneakers, shout outs to them, and I was at work, by the way. I was talking to a customer on the phone and I just, went for it and I actually won, which is crazy. So yeah, I got that. Let me know who else managed to cop. Now, moving on to some stock number recap. We got the, can you hear the voice? It sounds sexy. It sounds manly, right? All right, so let's do some stock numbers recap for the Nike SB Dunk Low Limousine. Is it called Limousine or is the fever too much? Let me check. No, it's called Limousine. I'm right. All right. And by the way, if you're new here, I don't do scripts, none of that. That's why I'm all over the place. But we have stock numbers for Sneakers EU and Sneakers US. So I'm doing Sneakers EU first. 2,484 pairs in total. Extremely limited. If you're new to stock numbers and stuff like that, this is for entire Europe. EU, UK. That's it, on the Sneakers app. There were some skate shops, of course. This is only the Sneakers app. And yeah, it's a lot more limited than you think, right? Like imagine if there wasn't channels like this one reporting the stock numbers, you would think that there's a lot more pairs circulating around, but no, that's it. And the US had below 10,000, 9,983 pairs in total, which is also pretty limited. I'm not interested in this colorway. I don't like the brown poop-ish colorway. I don't like it at all. I'm always honest on this channel, but my size on US had size 10, by the way, 868 pairs for Sneakers US, and size 44 for EU had 356 pairs. Again, not a lot. But let me know who copped, and I apologize for calling it the poop colorway, but I don't mess with it. And now over to some bad news. Nike actually increased some of the prices to the point where it's getting out of hand. And according to Stash Sneakers, they're not sure if this is a glitch or will it increase everywhere like this. So this is what they said. I'm just gonna read you the message and brace yourself. I'm not sure if this is an error or glitch, but these prices have now been set and they're visible on the Nike Sneakers app in some regions. And I'll show you the difference. Nike Tom Sachs Mars Yard 3.0 went from 274.99 euros to 334.99 euros. The Air Jordan 5 Retro Fire Red went from 209.99 euros to 234.99. We also had a Big Bubble Smoke Gray Air Max 95 from 189.99 to 209.99. We also had a Nike Air Max 187 from 169.99 to 187. We had Nike Destroyer Jacket Yu-Gi-Oh from $499.99 to $550. And we also had the Nike SB Dunk Low from $119.99 to 145 euros. And they also said, like I said, this may just be a glitch for a few colorways, but if this now applies to all upcoming drops, this may be just the biggest news of the year. The average price increase is 14% or 34 euros, 84, 34, 84. I hate the 84, but you get my point. This is like the only positive thing, if this turns out to be true. By the way, I'm not sure if this will end up being true. I'm also not sure which Nike SB Dunk Low. It's every Nike SB Dunk Low. So if this turns out to be true, every Nike SB Dunk Low is gonna go from almost 120 euros to 145. Oh, okay, all right. And by the way, the only good news about this is resellers are gonna think twice before going after these releases, right? That's the only positive news I can think of, because it's getting to the point where the margin it's not gonna be worth it. They're not gonna be able to flip many of these sneakers, so they're just gonna leave it, and we'll be able to purchase it for premium retail, if that makes sense. Yo, this is crazy. As soon as I have more updates on this, I will of course update you, but it looks like if this ends up happening, Nike killed resale overnight, because this glitch or this thing popped up in the back end 2 days ago, and I'm a little bit late reporting that. But yo, let me know your thoughts, what you think in the comments. Is this of course it's I was about to ask if it's something you look forward to. The fever is getting to me. Yeah, just let me know in the comments what you think, bro. All right. I also want to briefly mention 2 rumors circulating. You probably want me to address it if you are subscribed. There's a rumor circulating that those 3,000 pairs of the Brick by Bricks are coming back. No, again, this could only be a rumor, but there are some credible sources saying that this could happen. And if it happens, I'm not surprised, because you know the way that release turned out, of course Nike and Nigel wants the people to get a chance to copy these sneakers for retail, but don't get your hopes up. I have nothing solid yet, and I honestly think it's gonna be EA. That's the only thing that makes sense after what happened. So yeah, as soon as I have something more, I'll report that. And also the rumors that the Travis Reverse Mocha, the Air Jordan 1 High, is coming back. We've been down this road before. This happens like 2 times a year that this sneaker will come back. There are some rumors, but that's just it. Those are rumors. Nothing solid is in the background, nothing in the back end. Also, and some of these sources are not as credible as the Brick by Bricks, but I wouldn't be surprised if they drop. Like, it just, Nike benefits a lot from releasing that colorway, and I don't think Travis minds it restocking or re-releasing one of his colorways. So I can see that happening, but I can also see that not happening, and it's just another rumor. Like always, as soon as I have something, I will update you. Of course, I just wanted to mention it briefly because you probably would want me to address it, right? And now finally, the early stock for the Yu-Gi-Oh! I know that's why you clicked on the video. By the way, there's a bunch of cool clothing dropping on the sneakers app simultaneously as the sneaker in 4 days this Saturday. And the jacket looks really cool, expensive as hell. I'm not gonna go for it, but I do have the stock numbers for the jacket as well. The Nike Destroyer jacket for Sneakers EU, 99 pairs. So it's gonna be pretty difficult to get. I also got stock numbers for the other clothing, but I'm gonna save that for a separate video right before the release. All right, early stock for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Let's do EU first, because you should probably know by now, incredibly low. Again, do keep in mind this is the early stock. There's almost a week until this sneaker releases. Not a week, but a couple of more days. And it might change, because Nike, you know, that's how it works. They have the early stock in the back end, and then the day before the release, it changes. Sometimes it's pretty big changes. Sometimes it's negative. They decrease the stock and give some of it to retailers. And other times, just 5,000 pairs appear out of nowhere. So keep that in mind. I'm gonna reveal the numbers, but it can change. For sneakers EU, 2,700 pairs are loaded in the back end. And for sneakers US, 7,000 pairs. So not even 10K. Yo, this year is stressful. How? Why? When? Who? Where? But that's it. That is the early stock. More accurate stock per size will of course be provided by Stashed Sneakers for every member. And also a big shout outs to them for allowing me to reveal the total stock and all that other good stuff. Yeah, I think that's it for this video. I'm just gonna go drink a lot of water and get healthy again. Can't wait to hit the gym. This has been, by the way, we do something, we do a new thing at the end of every video. I do a little trivia about me. Like I reveal the fact that I used to rap, and some of you were surprised, right? That's where the English comes from, because I used to rappity rap. Since this is a new thing that I just started on this channel, we can actually mold this thing together. And I figured if you ask me a question in the comments, it could be sneaker related or whatever, and if I find that question interesting, I will answer at the end of the next video. And if the question is not interesting, or if nobody asked me a question, I'll just do some random trivia about me so we can bond. I figured it's a nice, cooler way so you get to know me a little bit better. But I actually got a question this time, so I'm not gonna do the trivia. I got a question from Les Malarkey. Question for your next trivia: what Grail sneakers would you like to see released? Example, Undefeated 4. Mine is the Travis purple and red Jordan 4 Friends and Family. Yo, that's a really good question. And I'm gonna be a little bit boring. I'm not gonna give you one answer. I'm actually gonna give you two sneakers, all right? So the first one is, of course, the Red Octobers. Like that is, I mean, I'm sure a lot of you will love that sneaker to be released. And the second dream grail that I would love to be re-released again is the Jordan 4 Eminem Carhartts. Like that is the sneaker for me. That is before the Red Octobers. That is my number one that I would really love to get. And who knows? Like with the fact that we got Undefeated, I can just pick them out of the box. Oh no, they're not in the box. They're in the wall right there. Can you see it? Whatever. It's in the background. You already saw it. But the fact that we have Undefeated, I think it's possible that we might get Jordan 4 Carhartt Eminem longer down the road. That would be, oh my God. But yeah, that's my answer, bro. Thank you for that question. Those are my two dream grails. Let me know in the comments which one are yours. As always, thank you for watching the entire video. Stella, where you at? Bruh, can you see her? Thank you for watching the entire video. As always, I'll see you on the next one.